The Philippine Navy could soon receive one of its biggest capability upgrades in years, and surprisingly, it won't involve building a brand new warship. Instead, Japan is preparing to transfer several retired Abukuma-Class escort vessels, a move that could strengthen the Navy far faster than constructing ships from scratch. While these vessels are no longer frontline ships for Japan, they still possess valuable capabilities that could greatly improve Philippine maritime security. So why is Japan making this transfer? What will the ships actually bring, and how could they change naval operations in the years ahead? Let's take a closer look. Recent statements from Philippine defense officials indicate that both Manila and Tokyo have already agreed in principle on transferring 5 Abukuma-class escort vessels. Although paperwork and technical arrangements still need to be completed, the project appears to be moving forward. Unlike a traditional military purchase, the ships themselves are expected to be transferred without a purchase price. Although the Philippines will still shoulder transportation, crew training, maintenance preparation, and infrastructure improvements. This approach allows the Navy to expand its fleet while directing more of its budget toward modernization and future upgrades. Many people assume that because these ships are decades old, they no longer have military value. In reality, naval vessels often remain effective for many years when properly maintained and modernized. The Abukuma-class was designed for escort missions, coastal defense, and anti-submarine operations, making it well-suited for protecting maritime approaches and supporting larger naval forces. For an archipelagic nation like the Philippines, increasing the number of capable patrol and escort ships is just as important as acquiring advanced frigates. Despite their moderate size, these ships were built with a balanced mix of weapons and sensors. They feature a rapid-firing naval gun that can engage surface and certain aerial targets, sophisticated radar systems for detecting threats, sonar equipment for underwater surveillance, and defensive systems designed to improve survivability during combat. Originally, the vessels also carried anti-ship missiles and anti-submarine rocket launchers. However, because of Japan's defense export policies, some offensive weapons are expected to be removed before the ships are officially transferred. Receiving the ships is only the beginning. Once they enter Philippine service, defense planners could begin upgrading them to match local operational requirements. Modern communication equipment, newer radar technology, improved electronic warfare systems, and different missile launchers could eventually replace removed components. This would allow the vessels to integrate more effectively with the Philippine Navy's existing fleet, while extending their operational usefulness for many more years. The transfer comes at a time when maritime security has become one of the country's highest defense priorities. Protecting territorial waters requires ships that can patrol large areas, respond quickly to incidents, and work alongside aircraft and Coast Guard units. Increasing the number of available naval platforms also improves operational flexibility, allowing commanders to maintain a stronger presence across multiple regions without overstretching existing assets. More ships mean more patrols, faster response times, and greater overall readiness. This agreement also reflects the steadily growing security partnership between Japan and the Philippines. In recent years, both countries have expanded defense cooperation through joint exercises, equipment support, and security discussions focused on maintaining stability in the Indo-Pacific region. The transfer of naval vessels demonstrates a deeper level of trust between the two governments and highlights Japan's increasing role as one of the Philippines' key defense partners. Future cooperation could include additional training, logistics, and technology sharing. Although the project offers many advantages, operating additional warships also creates new responsibilities. Crews must be trained, maintenance facilities upgraded, spare parts secured, and naval bases prepared to support the incoming vessels. These investments require time and funding, but they are necessary if the ships are to remain operational for years to come. Successfully integrating the vessels into the fleet will depend not only on acquiring the ships, but also on sustaining them throughout their service life. If everything proceeds according to plan, these escort vessels could become an important part of the Philippine Navy's modernization journey. Even without their original missile systems, they provide a strong foundation for future upgrades and expanded maritime operations. Combined with newer frigates, offshore patrol vessels, and upcoming modernization projects, the arrival of the Abukuma-class ships could significantly strengthen the Navy's ability to safeguard the country's vast maritime domain. The transfer of these Japanese escort vessels is about much more than simply adding 5 ships to the fleet. It represents another step toward building a larger, more capable, and more flexible Philippine Navy prepared for future challenges. As more official details become available, attention will likely shift to modernization plans, delivery schedules, and the upgrades these vessels may receive after arrival. What do you think? Will the Abukuma-Class become a valuable addition to the Philippine Navy? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on Philippine military modernization and Indo-Pacific defense developments. The transfer of these Japanese escort vessels is about much more than simply adding 5 ships to the fleet. It represents another step toward building a larger, more capable, and more flexible Philippine Navy prepared for future challenges. As more official details become available, attention will likely shift to modernization plans, delivery schedules, and the upgrades these vessels may receive after arrival. What do you think? Will the Abukuma-Class become a valuable addition to the Philippine Navy? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on Philippine military modernization and Indo-Pacific defense developments.